3% of your money being stolen. We're going to look into that one. We're going to give you an update what's going on at the coin shop. We are all about stop the melt on this channel. We will dive into that some more as well. We got a lot to talk about. Help me out with the thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed. We are about 160 subscribers away from 8,000 subscribers on this channel. Thank you so much for the ones who have subscribed. If you're not yet subscribed, you might want to join us. We do Stop the Melt. We do giveaways. We do a lot of different videos twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Let's get into the video right now. 3% of your money being stolen. What do I mean by that? First, I want to give a disclosure. This is not financial advice. None of my videos are financial advice. With that being said, and out of the way, let's get into it. 3% of your money being stolen. We know the Fed's probably going to cut rates. Saw a report on Reuters. Is that going to be a new inflation target now? Inflation target is 2%. We know it's higher than 2%. Well, are the Fed's going to try to do a 3% target rate? Look, your money's being stolen through inflation, my friends. That is what is going on. 3% could be the new target point. We're at 3.1 now. Because they can't get back to 2%. They've lost control. They're trying to balance two things. Jobs, inflation. Jobs are horrible right now. We know that. We know people are losing jobs every single day. Seeing at the shop. It's heartbreaking. People coming in, selling their stack. They've been stacking for years. They've been stacking for a couple years. They've been stacking not for very long. And they, in a dire situation, they have to sell. It's a shameful what's going on. Inflation is going to eat us alive, my friends. But people want these meme coins, Bitcoin, overall price stocks. It's your choosing. All right, you leave money in the bank. Are you getting interest rates? Are you getting more than 3%? But what's the real inflation rate? I think most of us can agree is north of 9%. After you factor it in all of what you're spending from a couple years ago. Just go back a couple years. That's what I'm asking you folks to do. Look at your bills from a couple years ago. Look what it is now. Go back 5 years. Go back 10 years. Go back as far as you can go back. And look how much your stuff has gone up in price. Because the dollar is losing value. Your dollar is losing value 100% of the time. Everything's going up in price. But people think silver and gold are going up. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. As of the recording of this video, normally I don't do this midweek. Silver is up $12.39 year to date. So take January 2nd, when the market opened on January 2nd, into this time I'm recording this video on September 10th, 2025, silver is up $12.39 or up 42.38%. 42.38%. I'll say that one more time. 42.38% silver is up. That is huge since the beginning of this year. That is huge. Gold up $1,044.90 or up 39.56%. So silver is still outperforming gold. Gold's doing quite well too. Platinum is doing quite well. Platinum's up $483.40 or up 53.09%. Platinum's the wild card. I always call platinum the wild card. You never know what that's going to do next. Before someone says about Bitcoin, or Bitcoin I should call it, yes, Bitcoin is up too, about 21%. But people look at the top numbers of how much dollars. Forget all that. Forget about that. You got to look at the percentage gain. Look at the percentage gain. Never mind the dollars. You go look at the percentages. Gold and silver and platinum are outperforming just about everything out there. Silver is going to run here, my friends. Silver is too cheap right now. Keep stacking your stacks up with silver. Worry about gold later, when the ratio drops. Then think about trading some of your silver in for gold. That's where you, like Andy Schectman always says, you want to end up in gold eventually. Stack silver if you can't afford gold. Worry about gold later. All right? If you want to convert later, you got to do it on your own budget. You got to do it for what your finances are for yourself and for your family. And what I mean by that, how much you're spending every single day. How often do you drop $3,700, $3,600 in one given transaction? If the answer is probably never or not that often, then silver is the metal for you. Yes, silver is heavy. That's the one silver's downfall right there. It's heavy. I don't care about that. Me personally, I don't care about that. We got to think about better transactions. Now, say, well, what's wrong with the banks? What's wrong with a CD coin shop, Chris? Well, I went online and I looked at the best CD rates of variable. Now, depending on how many months it is, it depends on a lot. Some of them require $500 deposits. Some of them require $100,000 deposits. Whatever the case may be. But at Synchrony Bank, 12-month CD. So a full year, 4% right now. But if their target's 3%, let's say inflation was really 3%, how much are you gaining? You're gaining 1%. You got to take 3% and take that towards inflation. We know inflation is higher than 3%. We know it. Are CDs really the best place to put your money? I'm not a financial advisor. But looking at these other numbers, with silver, with gold, with platinum, even Bitcoin, give Bitcoin a little credit here. You're doing better than a regular CD. You're doing better. You really want to lock your money up, and there's some of these banks have fees for it. If you cash it out too soon, they have fees. Synchrony Bank, I looked into them a little bit more. They have, if you cash a 12-month CD out early, it's 3 months of simple interest. So 3 months of interest, they're going to take away from you. If you take it out in 6 months, you're going to lose 3 months of simple interest. Basically, that's what they're telling you. So don't lock up your money if you can't lock it up. Basically what I'm telling you, not financial advice. But look at the numbers, my friends. This is the power of silver and gold right here. Not Bitcoin, not meme coins. Silver and gold are doing very, very well. The numbers are in the pudding. Numbers are in black and white. I don't know how much more people need to understand, or people have said on this channel. Yeah, they come in probably one time. Silver and gold are not doing nothing. Really? Well, here's proof there, buttercups. The ones that want to troll me, there is your proof right there. 42.38%, 39.56%, and 53.09% for platinum. There you go, buttercups. What more do you need to see the light? I don't know. I'm here to be transparent with you all, and the numbers are in the pudding. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks for all your silver, gold, and platinum needs. They have various mint rounds. Right now, 60 or more, that best price. Yes, you can get less. They took the 100 price level, dropped it down to 60 ounces, and kept the same pricing point as 100 ounces. But you only need to get 60. If you want 100, you can go get 100. You want 105, you can go get 105. You want 60? They're going to be random rounds. It's a mystery package. They're all going to be in good shape, my friends. Check them out. Let channel sponsor Pinbacks know. Let the boys know. Michael and Brian, the two brothers that own the company. Family-owned business. They're good guys. They're going to treat you right. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Brian. Thank you to your team. Thank you to the team at Pinbacks for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer out there, because it's not possible without you. What's going on at the coin shop? Well, told you guys yesterday about the rounds we got in. I want to really acknowledge a comment that I got. Why you not letting the customers pick rounds themselves? Look, this is random, okay? They came in random yesterday. We're doing them random. There was no milk spots on them, no toning on them, good rounds. Look, we can reduce the price a little bit that way. People are getting a bargain right there at the price level we are offering them for. So there's the answer to your comment, my friend. That is why we do things a little. Sometimes we do things like the online bone dealers do. Random. Don't know what you're gonna get. Grab bag, mystery package. I like the mystery packages. That's what I like. You never know. We guarantee one thing: they're not gonna have no milk spots, no toning on them. That's what they're gonna get. So, moving forward with this story, I had a customer that called me up this morning on my personal cell phone. He's got my personal cell phone number. He says, "I saw your email, guys, from yesterday. You having more of those rounds. Now, today's supposed to be my day off. And I never get a day off, but it is what it is." So I go in, and he wanted 80 different rounds. He says, "I want them all different. I don't want none of the same." I said, "Well, a lot of them are mostly different rounds." I said, "It's probably about 80 buffalo rounds in there mixed in." He said, "I really don't want no buffalo rounds." He says, "Just pick me out 80. Make sure there's no politic rounds in there." I said, "No, there's nothing like that." I said, some of them are Christmas, some of them Valentine's, some of them are Halloween, some of them are wacky rounds I never seen, but I said, they're nothing like you don't want." He said, "Just pick me out 80 of them." So I picked out 80. He comes in, he looks through them, and he says, "I like these." And he's very happy. He said, "You know what? Give me another 20. So I knew he didn't want buffalo, so I didn't give him so we sold him 100. We sold him 100 rounds in one day. That's how you move some inventory, my friends. There's no need to smelt anything down. Why can't some of these coin shops that love to gloat brag how much you're smelting down? Send out a simple email to your customers. Let them have the deals. Why not put it up for 48, 72 hours? Why not? This stops the melt, my friends. We got to stop the melt, especially on our 90% silver, our 40% silver, our 35% war nickels. There's not enough of this stuff to go around. But no, some of these coin shops, pawn shops, they want the easy way out. Box it up, send it off to the smelter for a quick check back. A quick deposit back in their account back. That's all they want. They don't care about this silver. They don't care about the gold. They're not thinking about the future. Keep burning it all. You're not going to get anything back in time. It's going to be less available in your area. Then what's going to happen is, for the people who don't have a lot of coin shops in their area, are going to have to travel or order online, which is not a big deal to order online. But you're not going to have that local community based of silver or gold in your local area, because these coin shops don't give a crap, and they're smelting everything down that comes through their doors, because they're not patient enough, they're not educated enough, I guess, to send out an email to your local customers. What is so hard about getting an email list based? Nobody's going to get anybody else's email. A lot of these online bone dealers send you a text, they send you an email. You don't see anybody else. It's just a vague thing. Send it out to your local customers. Coin shops and pawn shops. Get a customer base list. Get the emails going. Let your local community have the deals instead of smelting it all down. I don't know what's so hard about that. 5 minutes it takes to send an email. And you can send it to thousands of people. See what inventory brings in the door with an email. See what sales you get instead of you smelting it down. It's sickening. That's what it is to me. It is sickening what these coin shops and pawn shops do, my friends. There's no need of it. We got to protect the history of our silver. And I'm talking about silver rounds. I'm talking about silver bars. I'm talking about everything. I'm okay. You know, I'm really okay if somebody wants to smelt down silver bars. I like these bars. I would hate to see the New Jersey Mint, the Jersey Mint bars get smelted down. I would not like to see Scottsdale stuff get melted down, Germanium Mint, whatever you have. It's going to wars, my friends. It's going to wars. That is where your silver is going right now. You really want that. Stop the melt today. I know, I talk about this too much, but I'm so passionate about the silver and gold. Pre-33 gold's getting smelted down left and right. Gold coins from around the world are getting smelted down left and right. Why? Put it in an email. It's not difficult. But they don't want to take that 5 minutes, 10 minutes to write an email up and say, hey, look, we got this and we're doing a flash sale for 48 hours, 72 hours. Get some butts in the door of your shops and pawn shops and save the history of the silver and gold. Stop sending it off for wars. That is where your silver and gold are going for, my friends. Maybe not so much gold, but the silver is. We got to stop the melt today. Maybe I can get the rest of the day off from the shop. I don't know. I'm still dealing with a couple things at the shop, as most of you folks know, about the potential stolen merchandise. That's a thing that I'll talk about when I can talk about that some more. I'll leave it there as that for now. We got to do everything we can. So what do we have to do? Ask your coin shops, just blunt out, stop them out. Be nice about it. Say, why don't you put out an email for inventory for your local customers? Let them come in. Don't need to ship it. Come in. Local in-store pickup only. What is so hard about that? I don't know. Ask them that question. You know, ask them. Say, why are you continuing to smelt stuff down? You know, you gotta hound them a little bit. Be nice, though, about it. It's not trying to start a war here. It is trying to help these coin shops to learn that the people still want silver and gold. If you send it off to smelters, I'm sure, I am absolutely 100% sure, somebody's seen one of these other videos, and I'm sure someone's thinking the same thing as I am. Why are you doing this for? Why? Why aren't you offering this to your clients for? Your customers? Well, I already said why I think. So, they're lazy. That's what it is. So, where we go from here? We're not smelting stuff down. Yes, our inventory levels are high right now. We have so-called plenty of 90% silver right now. That can change, my friends. Inventories can get depleted in the blink of an eye. We got to remember this. Yeah, the rich are starting to come in and buying a little bit more. And we might be seeing some bigger transactions that can wipe out a lot of inventory in a heartbeat. And then where do we go from there? This is why I've said to the owner, since about April or May, I said, we got to start stockpiling now. Trouble is coming. Trouble is coming. Look, we're gaining silver and copper on the strategic metals list this month. We got interest rates coming this month. The inflation is going to steal from you, my friends. We got to wake up. We got to wake up our friends and family. Show them this video. Share this video out, please. Let's get this video out there. It is important for everybody to have some silver. You want some gold? That's fine. A lot of people can't afford gold. I get it. Start with silver. Just start with a couple ounces of silver. I had a new viewer come in. Just subscribe, saying I got his first ounce of silver. Congratulations. You got to start somewhere. Remember, though, when you're just starting out, or maybe you're into it a little bit deeper than some of the newer ones out there, no matter where your stack is, you never want to compare your stack with anybody else's stack. That's where you're going to get yourself in trouble. Don't overdo it, my friends. Cost average is key. Even in upward position, it is key. Keep your nose to the grindstones, my friends. Get what you can get. I don't care if it's just a silver dime. I don't care if you can just afford a 1 ounce coin, 1 ounce round. I don't care if you can afford a monster box. Get what you can get. Alright? That is the point of it all. Don't try to keep up with anybody else. I used to do that. Trust me. Don't you think I don't have days? I walk in the shop, I start opening the safes, I'm like, holy crap. That much came in after I left? I'm never going to have this much. I say it too, my friends. I see what the inventory is at the shop. It's massive right now. We're not smelting. But we are stocked up ready to go for this big surge is coming. And when that big surge is coming, I don't know. I can't say, okay, September 24th, this is the day it all breaks loose, silver and gold are going skyrocketing. Nobody knows. Nobody knows when that day is going to happen. But you got to prepare for the worst and hope for the best and have as much metal as you can when the crap hits the fan. That's all we got to try to do. Just cost average. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me in my email. I'm always happy to help anybody out there. Remember, there's no stupid question. None. If you don't know, you got to ask. Don't have to be me. It could be your local coin shop. It could be channel sponsored pinbacks. If you don't know something, it's okay to ask. You can Google it too. Sometimes that's not always the 100% truth. The market's changing all the time. We got to remember that. I'm here to help you folks to keep up to date what's going on in the market. What's selling, what's not, what's the downtrend right now. I've been reporting this since day one on this channel. So why not subscribe now? Can't say that word. Subscribe. And come join Stop the Milk campaign. Thumbs up, my friends. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you later.